Today is day 5, verbs. Things will slowly get more interesting with this lesson. After today's lesson, we will start learning our first tense that uses the action verbs. But before that, let's learn the different types of verbs in Turkish and how they are conjugated to take on different meanings. In this lesson, we will look at infinitive verbs, auxiliary verbs, reflexive verbs, reciprocal verbs, and subjunctive verbs. There are many other types of verbs we will see in the coming lecture. Be sure to download the cheat sheet for this lesson by visiting the link in the description below. I also made a cheat sheet named 50 must-know verbs in Turkish. The link is in the description. Supporter members can also gain access to exercises for this lesson. So why not support my efforts, help Turkish Aholic, and get access to more valuable content available to supporters? Exercise links and additional information for supporter membership is in the description below. Finally, let me know what you think about today's topic by writing a comment below. Have a good lesson. Before verbs start their journey and change into different tenses or uses, they start in their infinitive forms. They have no conjugation. Infinitive verbs are made by adding the suffix mak, mek to the verb root. The correct suffix is added by looking at the last vowel of the verb root. For a, I, o, u, it's mak. For e, I, ö, ü, it's mek. Here are some verbs in their infinitive form. Yap, yapmak. Çiz, çizmek. İç, içmek. Oku, okumak. Kullan, kullanmak. Hazırla, hazırlamak. Just like in English, where we erase the to in front of the verb to conjugate a tense, we simply erase the mek, mak suffix to use the verb in different uses. There are some times where we use the verb in its infinitive form without erasing the infinitive suffix. You will see these usages in our later classes. Negative infinitive is made by adding the ma, me in between the verb root and the infinitive suffix. We still follow the vowel harmony to select the correct infinitive and negative suffix. For example, yap becomes yapmamak, gör, görmemek, pişir, pişirmemek. You will see some verbs in Turkish that are compromised of two words, a noun and a verb. Sometimes these verbs are only a single verb in English when translated, so be careful. The primary auxiliary verbs in Turkish are etmek, which means to do, to make, or to perform, and olmak, which means to be, to become, to happen, and to occur. Let's first look at some verbs that are formed with the verb etmek. Teşekkür etmek, ısrar etmek, fark etmek, halletmek, belli etmek, arzu etmek, kaybetmek, merak etmek, seyretmek, zannetmek. You might have noticed that some verbs can also be formed as single words. There are so many words that are made with the auxiliary etmek. Simply open your Turkish dictionary and you'll see. The other auxiliary verb used in combination with a noun is the verb olmak. Hakim olmak, sahip olmak, mecbur olmak, belli olmak, yok olmak, pişman olmak, var olmak, sebep olmak, mezun olmak, neden olmak. There are many other auxiliary verbs that you may see in this course. Yanlış yapmak, bol gelmek, denk gelmek, geç kalmak, gebe kalmak, ricada bulunmak, hazır bulunmak, kabul eylemek or kabul etmek. Reflexive verbs are usually made to show that the subject and the object are in the same sentence. In English, we use myself in combination with a reflexive verb. In Turkish, we simply add the suffix I, ü, etc. plus the n to give the same meaning that myself gives in English. Gezmek, gezinmek, söylemek, söylenmek, kaçmak, kaçınmak, sarmak, sarınmak, hazırlamak, hazırlanmak. Reciprocal verbs indicate that the action is done together with another person. In English, we generally add one another after the verb, but in Turkish, the suffix I, ü and the ş sound is added right after the verb root, which can give the same meaning to a verb. Bulmak, buluşmak, söylemek, söyleşmek, kaçmak, kaçışmak, aramak, araşmak, sevmek, sevişmek. If you want to suggest or desire something in your action, you can use subjunctive verbs. Subjunctive verbs basically mean let someone do in English. We make a verb subjunctive by adding the suffix eyim, ayım for oneself's action or elim, alım for more than one person and erasing the infinitive suffix mekmak. Konuşmak, konuşayım, konuşalım. Almak, alayım, alalım. Görmek, göreyim, görelim. Sevmek, seveyim, sevelim. Bulmak, bulayım, bulalım.